We are back on this lovely little compact amp using a couple of Avondale NCC200 modules. And I had made quite good progress early on, then had to change gears and work on another little project for a while. And then I did have a double hiccup with this. If you recall, we used to have one of these cute little speaker protection modules in there. Nice tiny little thing, came from China, might have cost $10 or $20, not anywhere near how much it would cost if I bought all the parts, so I'm sure it's all counterfeit parts. And even though I had two of them, they were both dead. Did not want to work, so I was then required to get a bigger module. On top of that, I was originally planning on running it from the switch mode supply. There's a DC supply in there. And the issue with that is the DC supply doesn't immediately shut off. It's got some the caps with the smoothing caps, meaning that there is a delay between the time you shut it off to when those actual outputs get turned off. So I ended up putting a little AC transformer there, a little 12 volt. I think it probably could do up to 200 milliamp, maybe 300 milliamp, far beyond what this board is going to do, but it could hit that high. So that's in there. Also, because this thing is larger, I ended up creating this lovely little acrylic platform here. So the acrylic platform sits on the old risers with enough room to clear for the transformer. Then the new risers for the new one sit on top of that, and it all works fine. All the wiring comes in the same place, and there's plenty of space height-wise in this little case, fortunately. As far as AC, I had to rejig it a little bit because I've got the AC transformer for the speaker protection module as well as the switch mode supply. So I used to have just white here on neutral. Now I have white and the black to the little transformer on the neutral side. On the live side, we have black and blue. The black is the same as it was before, coming up to this point in the switch, and then eventually comes back to the live on the speaker protection, or sorry, on the switch mode power supply. The blue that comes out of here goes down to the other pole in the switch, and then back up to this point, at which stage it jumps over to the black that goes back down again to the transformer. So the blue line going back is for the little transformer, and the black line, as it was before, is for the switch mode supply. The little speaker protection modules on the platform. I currently have all of the power connections here off of these boards because I'm about to check the bias for them individually. And of course I've got the speaker connections now soldered up. It turns out I had to create or had to buy some new binding posts. That was the other little problem I had, because there's a whole bunch of solder that was in these things, and once I got them all out, I'd managed to melt the plastic washers. So these aren't expensive. I think these are about $10 or something from Amazon. Just basic little binding posts, nothing special. So I got new ones of those and wired them up. You'll notice that I'm not using shielded cable for the input lines. I probably should. Maybe I'll change them at some point, but for the moment, most of it is not even in line with others. It's sort of off by itself, and it's twisted, so it's probably fine. But hey, if this was supposed to be a very fancy amp that I'm sending to some person that really cared, it'd be fine. I might do something better, and I always can upgrade it myself if I want to, but this is just for my bedroom, and I'm sure it'll be sufficient for that purpose. The other thing you'll notice, the other compromise is I've got this lovely little lever nut to hold all of these grounds here, because there's so many of them. And yes, I could have set up a ground point and soldered them all in, or some kind of a termination, like a barrier strip or something like that, with a bunch of common wires jumping around trying to make common points. But you know what? These things work just fine, and for the purpose of this little amp, it'll do the trick. And I think that's about it. As I say, next step is to check the bias on each of these boards and confirm that it's going to work, and then I will get the cover on it. Or I probably won't put the cover on right away. I'll probably test it as is, and then we'll go from there. Talk to you later.